Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We are excited to introduce the 2019-20 Kia NBA Sixth Man of the Year, Montrezl Harrell. We will begin today with introductions and remarks, followed by questions from the media. To start, we would like to thank Kia Motors, our partner in Los Angeles. Say hello to Cesar Sanchez, who is our partnership manager. And we would like to introduce Greg Silvestri, who is the Vice President of Service and After Sales Operations at Kia Motors, to say a few words. Welcome, Greg.
Well, thank you very much. Good afternoon, good evening to everyone. It's great to be with you. You know, as fans of the game of basketball, everyone at Kia is thrilled to see the NBA playoffs back in action because, like us, the NBA players, coaches, and team and league officials give it everything every day. Kia's proudly served as the league's official automotive partner for 13 seasons now. And just as Kia is recognized for excellence and performance on the road, the Kia Performance Awards celebrate the NBA's top athletes on the court. So I wish I was there to be able to give this award in person, but on behalf of all Kia Motors employees and our dealers, it's my honor to present Montrezl Harrell of the Los Angeles Clippers with the 2019-20 Kia NBA Sixth Man of the Year Award. Congratulations, Montrezl.
Thank you, Greg. And now it is my pleasure to introduce the head coach of the LA Clippers, Mr. Doc Rivers.
Well, number one, thank you to Kia and everybody else in the NBA for sponsoring this and supporting this. Also, congratulations to all the players who are nominated. But I'm here on behalf of one player, Montrezl, and I'm just so proud of him as a coach. He epitomizes what a Sixth Man of the Year award winner is. And trust me, we're getting used to him here with Lou Williams and Jamal Crawford in the past. To have Trez join the group is really amazing. I feel like more than a coach watching Trez do this. I feel like a proud father. So to keep it short, just congratulations, Trez. You deserve it.
Thank you very much, Doc.
Thank you, my guy.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And now we would like to welcome the 2019-20 winner of the Kia NBA Sixth Man of the Year, Montrezl Harrell.
How you doing?
We're doing great, Trez. We'd like just to open up to any opening comments you may have, and then we'll start taking some questions.
First of all, I just thank Kia, for being able to put this together, sponsor their partner, with this award and everything that's going on. I just wanted to say, thank you to the NBA, to the voters, everybody out there who voted for me to be in this position that I'm in now. I just want to say thank you. It's a tremendous honor. Like I said, this is my grandmother, who is not here with me today, and isn't going to be able to see this. Excuse me. She isn't going to be able to see me, do something that she instilled in me as a young child, a game that she, brought to my attention as a young man. And, I fell in love with and, worked my tail off and, thankful to a lot of people that I've, been around, my manager, Terrence Taylor, my mom, my dad, my aunts, my two younger brothers. My family is a tremendous support system for me. It's a list of coaches that I can thank that helped me get here to this day and, help better my game. My trainer, Rico Hines, who does a tremendous job in, putting me in situations that I want to be in an in-game situation and, keep pushing me to be a better player and keep expanding my game, So it's a long list of thank you I can go along with for a lot of people. My kids are the most, tremendous blessing in the world that I can have added into my life. I'm thankful for them, their mom and everything that she does. keeping them, without a worry in the world. So I'm just a grateful person, and I'm just happy to be here and be blessed to not only be a finalist, but now be a proud winner of a six-man award.
Thanks so much, Trez. And if you don't mind, we're going to take some questions from the media. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we're going to get started with Andrew Greif from the LA Times. Go ahead, Andrew.
Trez, obviously you're wearing Lou's on your shirt today, and you talked about that connection with him throughout the year. I'm just curious, when you were so young, you're kind of coming off the bench. I'm sure there were times when you wanted, more usage, a higher profile role. What did Lou, or did he talk to you about kind of like how to star in this certain role?
Honestly, I wore this shirt just because of, this reason. And, I'm following behind a guy who's won this award 3 times and, is the ideal person that you can model behind, playing the game and doing it the right way. He's been in a lot of different aspects to, where he could been on teams that actually started. But, he hasn't complained once. He just excels and just, keeps driving it and, being the best player in his nature and his role, and he, like I said, these are words out of his own mouth. He realized that, this is not a role that he asked to be in. This is a role that he was put in. So by him being put in this role, he just said, why not be the best that do it at it? And, he's a proven legend of it, man. He's won this award numerous of times. And, I'm just, like I said, grateful to be able to be around him and just learn and, see the type of player he's become and just learn, how he was able to, blossom in this role, because me, I'm a player that loves to play and loves to be out there. So, coming off the bench or, being able to sit back and just understand, like, in this instance of the game, it's not right for me to be in this time, So just learning all of that, just being around him and soaking all that knowledge up has been a tremendous honor.
Thanks, Andrew. Our next question, Trez, will come from Om from ESPN. Go ahead, Om.
Trez, congratulations. I was wondering if you and your grandmother ever discussed winning an award like this. What does it mean to you to win this award after everything you've been through? And was this ever a goal of yours going into this season? I mean, this is a big season for you being in a contract year.
Thank you. First of all, secondly, it's definitely something that we talked about because I was blessed to be in this conversation last year. And, we seen how that unfold. And I was, like I said, tremendously grateful just being in the conversation again, So we definitely talked about it. And she told me that, this year was going to be my year. And it's tough. It's tough. I went back to my room and, contemplated, had my talks one-on-one with her because, we've had these talks and she told me that I was going to, win it this year. This year was going to be my year. And it just hurts that, yes, it's a tremendous blessing that I was able to get this and, be here. But it just hurts that I'm not able to take it home to her. But, I don't really, focus my mindset on anything like that coming into a season, man. I'm just looking to, show coach and my coaching staff and everything about our organizations that I'm locked in on what it takes for us to do to win a game, and if that's for me to score points, me to take charges, me to block shots, I mean, whatever it is for my team needs me to do for that night for us to win. That's all I was, focused on coming in doing, coming back into the season. It really wasn't about, I'm going to win a six-man award or I'm going to be here or I'm going to do this because I don't plan for tomorrow because I don't know if that's, something that's expected. It's one of those things that, I live in everything that's happening in the moment and right then and there. Whatever happens tomorrow happens. I can't control that. All I can control is what I'm doing right then and there. So.
Thank you, Will. Next question is coming from Rebecca Harlow from TNT. Go ahead, Rebecca.
Congratulations. Pretty amazing honor. But, you're talking about your teammate Lou Williams, but from your perspective, it's also really cool that you were in Houston in 2016-17 when Eric Gordon also won this award. So you've been around multiple guys who have put in the work to get to where you are now. I mean, I know you're saying that you stay very much in the moment, but at the same time, just from a work ethic perspective, was there a moment in time where you thought, okay, this could be me? And what did you take from the work ethic from those guys that it requires to be this guy?
Honestly, just understanding how it is of being a pro, really. As far as the work ethic part, I really don't think I really need a push there, man. Like I said, my grandmother has put this game in to me as a young child, man, playing on the little toddler goals, doing all the things that, being around basketball, I just fell in love with. So my work ethic, is something that, stands and kind of speaks behind me as a player, because that's one of the things I pride myself on, and one of the big things that comes to, talks when guys mention me in my game. So, I think that was just already there, just, coming from the years of me, living in North Carolina, seeing my family go through the things they had to struggle, and, just wanted to put myself in a better situation to be able to help them and take care of them. As far as being around guys like Eric Gordon and Lou Will, man, like I said, it's just a tremendous honor to be able to be around guys who have been, like I said, put in these roles, who understand on how to blossom and, excel in these roles to the best of their know-how. And that was just by going out and playing the game the right way and doing the things that their team needed them to do. Like I said, you could look at both of those guys, not even just them two, going back to, Jamal as well, who is an older guy in the game that I have a great relationship with, man. These guys are guys that could easily, at any point in their chance in their career, has been on numerous teams and started big minutes for them. But, their coaches didn't need them to do that in that aspect. They needed them to come off the bench and, excel and just be them, and that's what, coaches allowed them to do, and they excelled in it. So, just being able to be around them and just learn how to do that and carry myself as a pro at doing it, I think that's what's the most important thing and, huge thing I learned from those guys.
Thank you, Rebecca. Montrez, next question is coming from Jovan from The Athletic. Go ahead, Jovan.
Hey, Trez. Congrats, first off. And I wanted to ask you, what part of your game do you feel like developed the most from last season to this season? Like you mentioned, last year you were one of the runner-ups for sixth man, but to win it this season, what do you think was the biggest area of growth in your game?
Overall, I would probably have to say just my game in general. Like I said, that goes to a higher praise to my trainer and Rico Hines, man. We were at it every day in the summer at 6 o'clock in the morning. You can ask him these stories. I beat him to the gym multiple times, and it's just he has a resume that speaks for itself as far as players. A guy that he had before me, not before me, with me at the same time, is a guy in Siakam. As you can see, his career has blossomed, and he's done tremendous things for the Raptors, man. But Rico understands the game and understands, Guy's system, because he's been around this game for a while. He's been around this game even back in the days when Steven Jackson, Baron Davis, and those guys was around. So he knows what it takes, and he knows what these teams are running, and he knows how your team is going to use you in their system. So, to be around somebody as special as that, and have him put me through these situations and know what it takes to be here, it's amazing. He's a tremendous guy, and I'm just blessed to be able to know him further than the game of basketball. I think that's one of the most special things I could take from our relationship, because even without the game of basketball, he'll still be in my corner, and that's something that's huge for me when it comes to being around people and family, because that's what it is with us. Like I said, basketball wasn't there, we'll still be family.
Thanks, Jovan. Next question, Trez, comes from Miriam from SoCal. Please go ahead, Miriam.
Hey, Trez, congrats, man. Well deserved. Hey, so can I ask you to sort of describe the experience learning that you won this today at practice and have Lou Will come out and deliver the trophy to you?
Thank you. First off, and then it was amazing, man, for your teammate, guy that you look at as a mentor, a vet in this game who you would love to, have your career go as long as his, man. Like I said, a guy who is the carbon copy that could be presented as, this could be his award, man. He's won 3 of them, man. For him to come out and just hand me the trophy, it was special. It was a huge surprise. I didn't know what they was doing because when Doc first had started talking, he was talking about a tech, and when you get tech, it's a fine. So when he was talking about he needed help from Lou, I didn't know what was coming next. So to see that trophy come out from the back and it's actually coming towards me, it was a tremendous honor and just a complete tremendous thank you to my teammates, to Doc and Lou, everybody, man. Like I told my teammates in practice, man, this award is because of them, man. These guys trusted me to be the player that I am, and they let me be it. No matter through the ups, through the downs, man. They always have been there and had my back, and you can't do nothing but cherish things like that.
Thank you, Miriam. Trez, we have a couple more questions. Just also wanted to let you know we've got about 75 staff members on this call as well, we're cheering for you all year and are cheering you today on the award from LA.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It means a lot.
Next question is from Tomer. Go ahead, Tomer.
Hey, Trez. First of all, congratulations on the award. Very well deserved. I wanted to ask you about the impact Doc Rivers had on you coming over in the trade. Obviously, you didn't have a big role in Houston, but the belief he put in you, he talked a lot about, when you came back from this 5 months off, he was really happy to see you play and play well. Just what impact has Doc had on you in terms of winning this award and your development?
Once again, thank you. Coach has had a tremendous, upside to my career in general. Coming over in the trade was one of those things where, I was hearing one thing from a team, saying I wasn't going to be in the trade. And then when it actually hits, you see that you're in it. And from the day one, Coach told me that, this is not one of those things that, we kind of just did to a package thing. Like, nah, like we want you here. Like, we see you play. We know the type of, intensity and the motor that you bring to the game. Like, this isn't one of those things that you're going to be, coming here and leaving back out. Like we want you here. And just to hear those words from a coach and who, in my aspect, hasn't played hardly any games like that. My rookie year, I rarely played games like that. And then my second season, I was only playing it back-to-back. So for to hear a head coach of an organization says that, you don't have anything to worry about, that, you can get comfortable here. And, this is a team that wants you. It means a lot. And, from there, it's been that. And, I can't describe it any other way because Coach gave me my first opportunity, man, with this team. And, when I got my opportunity, I, took it and then looked back. That's all I wanted, since I came into this league. It was just an opportunity to be able to prove that I could be out there and help my team do anything and everything it can to, be in position to win. And Coach Rivers did that. And I'm tremendous. I'm extremely honored to be able to, play under him, a guy who's been in the league, a guy who's, won it on the coaching level, championship, and knows what it takes, man. So just to, be around somebody like that in the game, and then he still, gives you such a high praise and a lot of freedom to be able to grow as a player in his system, man, is the most amazing things you could ask for, really.
Cameron, go ahead.
Hey, Montrez, congratulations, big guy.
Thank you.
I'd like to ask you about your could you expound on your personal growth that you've been through this season? New clothing lines, new shoe deal. I know you got bigger things on the horizon. but just talk about right up to now what this trophy means to you and kind of the growth you personally went through this season.
It's just another stepping stone to, being a better person, a better man, a better father. I look at as many different aspects, outside of basketball to better myself as a person. And, I'm always one of those people that I like to learn, and I like to be able to do multiple things. Like I try to, learn as much as the outside world, outside of basketball that I can, and this game isn't going to be around for me always, man. No matter how hard it hurts for me to say that, I'm not going to be able to dribble this ball for the rest of my life. But I still want to be able to have, a brand, have longevity, have, wealth for my kids, for their kids, for the kids after that. That's what it's about for me, being able to play the game of basketball is a tremendous honor, and I'm blessed to do it. And like I tell people all the time, I'm blessed to call it my job. But at the same time, I'm using my job to be able to brand me off the court to, have a life once this game is over with. Because at the end of the day, like I said, no matter, how many of us don't want to believe it or don't want those days to come around, man, the ball is we're gonna have to put it down at some time. So everything I'm doing off the court is not just for me, but it's for my kids, for their kids, for my family, for our legacy. That's what it's about with me.
Thanks, Cameron. Farbod, go ahead.
Hey, Trez, congratulations on everything. You deserve it. Lou has been a vocal supporter of you all year, saying if he's not going to win it, he wants you to win it. He wants you guys to share it. And he's always said you guys have had a brotherhood deeper than basketball. Can you just talk about that brotherhood with you and Lou?
It's exactly what he said, man. It's a brotherhood because it goes back to, like I said, about my trainer. I think if the game of basketball wasn't here for one of us, I think our paths still will cross because, just our upbringing and the work we know that it takes to, be looked at as that underdog, be looked at as those person that's overlooked in, many different situations, man. So it's amazing, man. I was able to link with Lou probably like my second year in the league down in Atlanta, playing in the AEBL. And, that was probably one of the best relationships that I ever could have had with a player or a person in general, because this man has, so many, accomplishments, not only in the basketball world, but off the court that people don't know about, and it's not my place to, put his business out there, but I'm just, tremendously honored just to be able to be around him and just watch him do those things. And then just to be able to learn from him, it's just extra icing on the cake, man.
Well, thank you so much, Trez. That concludes our press conference for this evening. We want to congratulate you again, and we wish you best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. Going to the house. We'll see y'all.
Is he all done?
All done.
Yes, sir.
Great job.